This is a very serious video, so it requires a fedora, the most respected of all hats. Hi, I'm one of the 40% of eligible voters who didn't vote in 2016. In a minute, I'm going to describe why, but first, let's talk about our president. As you are all aware, Trump has been transforming this country through his winning streak. He just keeps on winning. Oh yeah, you're going to get sick of winning. Well, Can it really be called winning if the prize is a festering wasteland where no life exists any longer? I don't know. But maybe, play stupid games, I mean, ultimately, I guess one man's wasteland is another man's paradise. And not to take things down a gay road, but it's kind of like how one man can look at a big penis and say, oh, I really like that. Whereas another man can look at the same penis and only think, oh, I really like that. The joke there is that everyone is gay, I guess. Very progressive of me. Please applaud my bravery now. Thank you. Anyway, before I so rudely interrupted myself with that very funny aside that I self-indulgently couldn't help myself from including, I was talking about non-voters and why we are the true master race. Non-voters, and you know this if you openly are one, are often looked at as the lowest form of scum. We're even told that we're not allowed in political discussions. Like, not allowed? Who made that rule? I never voted for her. It's as stupid as saying, like, if you didn't vote for either McDonald's or Burger King as the best burger place in the world, you're not allowed to eat hamburgers anymore, And since everyone hates analogies, I'll also try to explain it without one. I'm allowed to converse about whatever I want or whatever my interests are. And if you want to give me a purity test, I literally want to see you ripped apart by wolves. Hashtag 2edgy5u. Hashtag fuck hashtags. It's kind of easy to see why we're hated, though, especially now, because according to Pew Research, we were a key factor in Trump getting the presidency. Fuck. I mean, that's like walking into your living room and seeing a huge turd on the floor and getting really pissed, but then finding out somehow through like a Twilight Zone twist that it's your turd. But here's the thing, and this is part of, part of my reason for not voting, and this is the part where you can get, upset at me if you so choose. But let's just consult some polling here. 70%. I'm going to say it one more time. 70% of Americans support Medicare for all. 70% of Americans support Medicare for all, including most Republicans. 61% favor legalizing marijuana, and I'm pretty sure the other 39% are just dealers afraid they're going to go out of business. 60% favor free college. 71% favor raising the minimum wage to at least $10 an hour. Now, I have both liberals and conservatives in my audience, and I'm proud to have both of them here. But whether you agree with those policies I just said or not, you'd have to agree that it's a no-brainer for Democrats to adopt this platform. But few have. I mean, you have the occasional Bernie Sanders or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, but the majority of Democrats are cut from a more Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer cloth. They pay some lip service to progressive ideals to get our votes, but they make no firm commitments to fighting for them. Instead of actually promoting ideas and presenting a vision for America, the majority of Democrats are relying on the "fuck Trump" strategy. Why? Because it enables them to keep suckling the corporate teat, to keep serving the elites while only paying lip service to common people. It enables them to run a campaign based on fear and divisiveness, and then to just get back to business as usual, plundering the globe's resources and waving our big red, white, and blue dick of destruction around like a scepter of world domination. They run against America's present, but not towards America's future. They run against the puppet show, but they'll never run against the puppeteers. Once again, 70% of the fucking population supports Medicare for all. You'd think it would be a no-brainer, but it's a non-starter. The majority of the Democratic Party is just Republican light. No left-leaning person should find that tolerable because it means that we are being erased from the discourse, even though there is majority support for many of our key ideas. So, to all the get out and vote Democrats, I will vote under certain conditions. But I will not vote for a Republican light candidate that I don't want just because the alternative is slightly worse. Because here's what you don't get. My apathy is also a vote. It's a vote for a Democratic Party that has to work for my turnout. Fucking bugs interrupting me. People like me, liberals who don't vote, won this election for Trump. And I can't speak for all of us, but I can speak for myself in saying that I did it to show you Republican-light politicians that you need us. I did it to send you a message that you can't ignore our values if you count on our support. I will not vote for you to represent me if you refuse to do the job of representing me. And maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. Because I don't speak for all non-voters. There's lots of people who don't vote for lots of different reasons. So maybe I'm the only one who feels that way. But I doubt it. There is no amount of terrible that this country could get that would prompt me to vote for the lesser of two evils. And maybe that sounds awful. Maybe it is awful. But it's what I feel is pragmatic, because no party is going to change when it's in power. Only defeat will bring about change. When you're winning the game, you don't change your strategy. You change it when you're losing. I'm hoping that one day soon, Democrats will be desperate enough for votes that they'll actually have to do something for us. So to all the liberals out there who are desperate to knock the GOP out of power, I say this: I don't vote, but I will. Here's the criteria. If you want me to vote, if you want us to vote, the disenfranchised liberals who didn't vote in 2016, then here's what you got to do. You got to give us something worth voting for. That's it. Seems simple enough, right? I guess we'll see. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out.